Lucy.
So today we watched the 35th anniversary live episode. We watched it, and now we're reviewing it. This is obviously the episode where it's revealed who Lucy's killer is, as Ash said at the very start, because I might have left that in. So we are here today to talk about the 35th live, 30th anniversary, not 35th. But I'm thinking about the boat crash. 30th anniversary, and we are here to discuss it. Was it good? Was it bad? Or was it just, crap?
Yeah, because ahead of the 40th anniversary, which is obviously the next milestone we're jumping to, there will also be a live episode. They're going to be like shuffling the deck, doing it again, and honestly, what the live episode's going to entail, we have absolutely no clue. Let's be honest, we have no idea what it's gonna do, and it was just interesting to take a look back at the previous major one that they did, which was the 30th anniversary, and seeing how it was done. I mean, we can kind of, from a context point, we could probably angle in. They didn't really let any of the newer actors do much. It's like, you sit in the corner, shut up, shut up. Bobby, don't say anything, just nod and agree. Good. But yeah, the history of EastEnders doing live episodes is kind of a funny one, because they did one for Who Killed Archie, I believe.
Yeah, I believe they did.
And
Yeah.
that's the one where Bradley goes off the Queen Vic roof.
My favourite, because he does the Mick Carter dive.
Yes. And then you both get the funny moments where, in the one instance, the show where they would get the actors to sit down and watch some of the best moments. I don't remember what it was called, but they did one with Ronnie and Roxy, and so them as the actors watched them as the characters, and they told a story how ahead of the live episode, Jack Brannon, Scott Maslin, was talking "Oh yeah, I've done loads of live stuff for me. I'll nail this one. I'll be great." And then I'm pretty sure his first scenes in the live episodes, he just has a massive stutter. So it's like, it's he's messed it up, hasn't he? And then obviously you have the famous next one, there were live elements within this week. So you obviously had the How's Adam, and you have Joe Joyner just I said it, fucking hell. Then you have Laurie Brett just yeah, you messed it up proper, but they can't just go, sorry, Ian. And everybody memed that one out of existence, and then we come up to this one, which is the reveal of who killed Lucy. It's honestly, mate, just surface level thoughts. We'll get into more of the details after. What did you think of the episode?
Thing is, I don't know how to feel about live episodes in soaps, honestly, because to me it shouldn't really happen. Live episodes shouldn't really be a thing. I get it. I get the element of it. But unless you're doing something that involves the fans, what's the point of it making it live? You're just making the actors show up to work an hour before the episode's supposed to air, and practice, and then fucking, I can swear now, yeah I can, thank God.
Yeah.
You're just making them show up and act. I don't get it. To me, I don't get it. I don't understand it. At least with the 40th, there's somewhat of a live element with, Denise choosing Ravi, or obviously Scott Madison, Jack Brannon, who's hopefully learned his lines this time and just go, ow, like a robot. Hopefully. But if he doesn't, I won't fault him, because it is a live episode. And most of these actors don't do panto. So the problem is with panto, at least
most of them do, but yeah.
Yeah, but most of them only really do panto, and obviously panto's live as well. So most of them would be used to it, but some of them.
I mean, it's also, you don't really have the luxury of reshooting scenes.
No.
It has to be one take overall. I don't know, it's weird in soaps because they are a good thing to have, and it's kind of a cool way to prove that, these actors do have their chops, Not that much live acting. It's not like any movies are really one shot to the end. That's just not how it works. It's not an industry that really facilitates that. But it is good to have that live experience. Not that, like I said, not that you really get live TV shows or live movies at any point in time. But it is kind of cool to add an extra notch into the actors and actresses' belt saying, "Oh yeah, I did the live episodes." It's like a cool milestone, slightly different, adds that extra bit of authenticity in a way. But like, I do somewhat agree. I don't really understand why it's touted as a really exciting thing. Like, it's cool that it can exist, but I don't really understand why it's like, oh my god, they're gonna go live. It's like, yeah. Just like normal, they can mess up, and if they mess up, it gets remembered. You're like,
but like also, it's just I don't understand it, because what do you gain from it? Yeah, sure, you're gonna get more
yeah,
people tuning in, but for most of the time they can't break character, and if they break character, you can tell like for this one, like Dominic Trevor Collins beyond the Comic Con. It's like, okay, so just like what are you on about? It's like, it doesn't work. But yeah, I guess we'll go through the episode now. Do you have any background? Did you background?
no,
Did you do any?
I suppose just before we do that though, I do want to kind of just fully wrap it around. Like, the live episode is cool, but as said before, it really has to be building to something better. And in this instance, it kind of is, but it also is kind of like, honestly, if they just do live elements as such, it's the term they love to use, where it's like, oh, we're doing live elements. Like, you're not doing a full live episode, are you? No. But I think it's just that, I guess, is the best option. But yeah, it's just kind of a live episode in the soap are a weird one. Like, they just have to act like on tap. Like, okay, great.
Who's the first to do Coronation Street?
If I had to guess, so I don't really. I'd have to guess. I don't know.
Hollyoaks.
I don't know, honestly.
It's just Hollyoaks. It's just for some reason.
Coronation Street did it for the 40th anniversary,
which would be 2000 and
just 2000. Well, apparently it regularly aired live without a special reason too. So apparently they would just do live episodes on a Friday.
Oh.
But this was obviously as it just started, and they were filming it like chronologically as opposed to just everybody doing their scenes. So, it was a bit more simple to do it back then. But yeah, then it came to the EastEnders in the 25th anniversary in 2010, and then Coronation Street also did it in 2010 for the tram crash. And then EastEnders just kind of took the ball and ran with it ever since, really.
No,
it's been a staple of EastEnders. No Emmerdale, no.
No Hollyoaks, no First Jetty, sadly. Yeah.
Not as far as I can tell, but I'm also not entirely clued up on. So
yeah, it's just
so I could be wrong.
I wouldn't do it. If my take, I just wouldn't do it. It doesn't make sense to do it. But anyways, I guess I'll go through this episode now if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we kick off the live episode with Jane Beale and Ian Beale. They are now happily married, and and Ian knows something is suspicious. He knows something is up. He is smelling something, and it's not because he shit himself. He most definitely did, but it's not that. He goes and asks Jane, "Where were you the night of Lucy's death?" And Jane was like, "Somewhere. Why?" And Ian's like, "Stop lying to me." And she's like, "Fine, I killed her. Wow." And then Ian's like, "Get out." And he just destroys the good china.
He doesn't really believe her at all. But at some point, she just continues with it. So she doesn't really feel like he has a choice. So he just kind of goes,
And basically throughout the episode, we see the fact like the Beales are really trying to come to heads with this. Obviously, Cindy Jr. is obviously they don't really get Cindy Jr. to do much. He just has to stand there like.
Most of the kid actors in this, they just kind of sit there and shut up.
Yeah.
It's not a very nice way to put it, but most of the younger actors are just there to be there.
Yeah, and obviously, since it's a live episode, we obviously like Bobby Beale is watching BBC 3+1 for some reason. We've been sued. Danny Dyer or Mick Carter, I should say. Sorry, better to dead name him. Mick Carter is obviously has whacked Dean over the head, I want to say, and just stashed
he's
him in
knocked
the.
him out in the barrel stall.
Yeah, he's knocked him out in the barrel stall, and
They're worried he's dead.
yeah, he's not dead. He's not dead. He don't worry, Danny. You didn't kill him. And then Dot is being arrested because she obviously killed Nick Cotton, Charlie Cotton's dad, and because this was. I believe so. I believe this is around the same time. Yeah.
Oh yeah, some preamble, yeah, just some backup.
Yeah. She heroin overdosed Nick, and then they recreate the first ever episode where they kick in the door. What'd you say?
The Reg Cox opening scene. Yeah.
Reg Cox, the most paid actor ever. Just sit dead in that chair, mate. You do a good job. So throughout the episode, we see the Beals try and work out, like, Jane is obviously telling lies, but they don't believe, like, they know she's telling lies, and they're like, Jane, just tell us the truth. And Jane's like, Bobby killed her, and they're like, what?
Yeah, it's just about slowly just like hitting up. It's like it's playing, you know that the game where there's all the cubes, or like Jenga. It's just about slowly getting the piece out, and then it's like, okay, fine, it wasn't me. Okay, got it. All right, now pull another piece. Oh, for Christ's sake. Yeah. Okay, who was it? It wasn't me. Oh, all right, another one. All right, who's Bobby?
And obviously Peter like interrogates Jane. She's like, he's like, why did Bobby kill her? And she was like, he just accidentally killed her. It wasn't on purpose. And Peter's like, he did purposely do it. And it's like, but she was out in the commons. She was out in the commons, buried. What did you do with her? And obviously Jane's like, I cradled her out into the open, and I just dragged her out there. I was going to bring her to the hospital, but she was already dead. So, and she didn't want Bobby to go through the trauma of going to juvie and jail, and she didn't want the trauma of her being part of it and losing Bobby. So yeah, she didn't say. But in reality, they didn't want to pay Lucy any more money because she was just a high-paid actor. So they just didn't want to pay her any more money.
Untrue.
Very true, very true. I've seen her paychecks, bloody Ross Kemp levels.
But yeah, and you get all the emotions, right? You get Ian first realizing, worrying that his wife killed his daughter, but then gradually realizing that his son killed his daughter instead, realizing that the killer was in the house all along. The killer was inside the house. He's been taunting you all along. They find a music box, and that unsettles things. And at some point during the episode, Bobby kind of retrieves this note that Lucy wrote to Ian, and it's a really tragic letter because it's like, oh, hi Dad, it's been I've had a rough couple of times, been a nightmare, but everything's gonna change starting tonight. And it's like, oh God, no, not from tonight. She died that night. No, she was gonna get better. No. And he just sobs uncontrollably. As at that point, does Bobby just walk down the stairs like, oh,
yeah, Bobby walks down the stairs. They all hug. Julia's theme plays, and then, do you ever feel like a plastic bag?
It's just like the really tragic Julia's theme. Great homage to Tony Smith and Julia Holland. Like Julia's theme plays it out, and then suddenly, like, lads.
Oh my guys!
What the fuck is going on here? What is going on? They play out the full Julia's theme. You go, oh wow, what a sad but really nice ending to the episode. How heartfelt is that? You see Lou Beale. Oh, it's great. You see Kathy, who's still not returning from the dead yet. And it's like, oh, look at all this history. What a great 30 years of EastEnders. And then just Friday, that's whatever fucking stupid,
it's
terrible,
Friday. Gotta get down on Friday.
Bass song. And they're just doing fireworks and shit, and it's like, yeah, hello. Oh, you're right, Ian. Yeah, I'm doing it right, Mick. It's like, what is going on here? Like, tonally, it's a really good episode. It's such a good episode. And then they just start blasting tunes, and it's like, you're ending an anniversary week on this. It was so good. And then they just shit their pants at the end.
The only way I can describe it is like if someone got stabbed on a dance floor, but then they go, all right, guys, and now get ready to shock your pants. It's a murder on the dance floor. You better not kill the groove. DJ, I'm going to burn this gosh darn house right down. It's like, someone's just been stabbed on the dance floor. Like, it's just, it totally doesn't work. But yeah, that is literally it. That is the episode. Like, it's a heartfelt episode. It's like, the Beatles are going to move on finally. And then it's like, murder on the dance floor.
It's so,
Tina in the back.
Like, great homages to all the history and all the past. You got a nice little heart of Tony Holland and Julius. I miss up all their names. I don't remember what their last names are. But Tony and Julia being memorized. They'd hate the show in this current form. Let's be honest. They absolutely despise the show in the current form. And then you just go, ooh, 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 ooh.
All right, Tina, do the shuffle. The shuffle.
What are you doing? Like, you don't need fireworks to say happy 30 years. It doesn't matter. It's a celebration of the show in the show. You don't need fucking fireworks. It's just like, it's so good up until the end, and then you just go, what the fuck are they even thinking, man? And this is Dominic Treadwell Collins written all over it, let's be honest. I am just going, all right, we're going to do a whodunit. Going to do a whodunit. Who kills Lucy? No. We're asking you who kills Lucy. Yeah. Who kills Lucy? Great storyline. Love the storyline. Yeah, but who does it though? Bobby. He's gonna do it. It's like, what? Bobby, the kid. Yeah. That's what we're gonna do. So, all right, mate. Like, I get that it was a recent peak of EastEnders popularity, but fuck me, is it so jarring to just that's really heartfelt. Poor Ian. They're all having a group hug. They're going to move past it without Peter. Peter's not there. They're going to all move past it. And disco. It's like saying, all right, this funeral's been sad, but now time for some party tunes. Like, it's like, no, it's a funeral.
Grandad's been cremated, and it's and bloody Ring of Fire is playing by Johnny Cash.
Yeah, it's just like, not the time.
It does work. Grandad would always wanted it. But yeah, that is our review. Sorry if it was not up to your standards, but I enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Yeah, this was the 35th anniversary. Just to wrap around the thoughts, 30th anniversary. I'd just wrap around the thoughts again, just to say that again, because I might have messed it up. It is a live episode. I enjoyed it, but it just. Tonally, it feels like he had no idea, Dominic Trevor Collins. He had no idea, because it's like, who did it? And it's like he had a dartboard and he just threw a dart and it landed on Bobby. And I was like, have you got any meaning behind this, Dominic? Nah, alright. Have you got a story?
Yeah, just threw something at the wall, yeah. But yeah, I suppose with all that said, a question to the viewers, what do you think about EastEnders doing live episodes? Do you like them? Do you not? And also, do you still care about the Who Killed Lucy reveal? I feel like everybody's mutually decided that it was a really good storyline until the end, and then the end makes it a laughingstock for the next period of time. And anyways, Bobby turned out to be a fairly reasonable character on the show. Anyways, so yeah, tell us what you think of the live episodes.